I'm here in Copeland, which is a historic town in the West Cumbria, in the edge of the Lake District. I'm here with Clive Jefferson. He's the Copeland Organiser and the Cumbria Press Officer. Clive, good to see you here in Copeland. Tell me what's going on here.
There's a lot going on, Nick, actually. As you're aware, a lot of it. We've got the first ever chance for the Copeland people to vote the British National Party. We've got Paul Stafford, the old hand of the game, the Allerdale Organiser. He's standing in Copeland in a by-election that we've forced.
Right, how's the election arisen?
It's arisen because one of the Allerdale councillors resigned. We got that information as soon as before he left the building, actually, and forced the by-election the same day. We're doing that all over.
Right. So yeah, you've fought quite a few elections in Cumbria, haven't you? What's the average vote here?
We've picked the average vote up to about 18%. Our best vote in the elections just gone in Carlisle was just under 29%.
That was an increase on the previous year, wasn't it?
Oh, vastly. It's going up all the time, it really is. I thought we might have broke through in Carlisle, but we've got two by-elections coming up in Carlisle again on the 12th. We've got high hopes there. No, very busy.
Excellent. Now we had, as you know, two meetings last night. One in Carlisle, one in Woking. And how do you think they went?
I think they went brilliant. We've got great feedback, and the press are very interested. Not least because I highlight the fact that you're probably going to be their MEP next year, which is an interesting one. And I think they all picked up very much on that Nick Griffin will be there and MEP as well. I think that'll be big for us as well, because Cumbria was a bit low on the average. I think it kept you out last year.
Around, it was one of the places that kept us out, yeah. Well, I'm really impressed because I spoke in Carlisle, it's probably now about 8 years ago, something like that, and they scraped together 9 people. Half of them came over from the northeast, so there's like 5 or 6 people from the whole of Cumbria there, and we had in total 2 meetings last night. Even with Carlisle playing their Thornton away natural leads, we still had more than 100 people at those 2 meetings. There's some real progress in there.
Oh, fantastic! And that was just a select guest list as well. We didn't open the meetings last night. It was just members and friends and supporters and genuinely interested parties. So they weren't actually public meetings either. And to get attendances in Worthing of up to 70 on a Monday night at short notice of genuine core support, and one in Carlisle. After run 2 in one night in Cumbria, it was fantastic. And the way that you came out, it was a surprise to everybody, but a joy. You didn't make a speech, and you opened the floor to questions. You fielded questions for 4 hours last night. Fantastic display. It was in this climate of spin and media slant, false politicians. It's made a deep impact on people.
So coming back lastly to the by-election here, what issues are you going to be fighting at?
The big issues in Cumbria. There is a PC madness battle going on now. It seems to have upped in intensity recently. We've had one gentleman with a criminal record for reading his bin open 3 inches. He's got a criminal record for that. Absolutely unbelievable. The greengrocer's got a criminal record and been fined for recycling spoiled produce on his own compost street. The list endless. But it's very worrying.
Yeah.
The PC brigade have got real power now. It's very alarming. That's one of our issues.
What's the message going to be? Common sense on the
common sense. Common sense, and our message is that the only chance of changing the mentality of Allerdale Council is to change the councils. That's the message. Simple as that. The second big issue is Copeland is now part of the experiment. It's part of the exclusion zone for children. They've imposed this last Thursday. All the kids came home with letters of the Chief Constable. Quite an incredible draconian piece of legislation. 2 or more children can be arrested for just congregating or sitting on the benches, some have been actually arrested. It's a big issue.
Now obviously in places where there is a problem in antisocial behaviour, there'll be some particularly older people who say, well, damn good thing too, because these kids are misbehaving and making people's lives a misery. The police should do something. Is that what's going on here, or does this go beyond it?
I think it goes beyond it. Copeland, there's an element of troublesome children everywhere, but it's not anywhere near the scale to demand this kind of recording.
Yeah, well, certainly out there walking around today, we've seen no vandalism, no graffiti, nothing like that. So it would suggest there's not a big problem. But what sort of things are happening? What are the police doing?
The police are they're literally lifting the children off the street. There was 2 last night brought up here. They actually arrested them. They were sitting on a park bench together. There's 2 or more. Yeah, just one of them had just turned up, sat down next to his friend. The police have actually arrested them, searched them, DNA'd them, put them in the back of the mobile cell, took them up to their parents' house and issued them with a court writ to ban them out of the town for the next 24 hours.
Did the police allege they'd done anything wrong?
No.
Just for being 2 mates together?
Yeah, incredible. Incredible. But we've had initially when you talk to people, you get some of the older people saying something needs to be done. Of course you do. But our election material we put out, we put out long enough about it. It's not a solution moving the problem from one area to the next. That's no solution for anybody. I think people understand that now. I mean, one of our core national policies is the reintroduction of corporal punishment. And discipline's got to be reinstilled into the children.
Yeah.
Whereas this kind of legislation, it's actually inflaming the situation.
They're punishing them all.
They're punishing everybody.
What a few bad ones do.
And it's inflaming the ones that are troublesome. But it's not even controlling them, because what it's doing, it's moving them from out of the town centre, possibly to keep the tourists away, which is being said quite a lot today. But the same children are just going 400 yards up there onto the housing estates where the pensioners live.
I'm 62-year-old, all right,
yes.
And I've had part of my life here. But then again, you've got to have something for the young to do. Okay, now that's how I feel.
No, it's not a solution to the problem at all. It's just a thing that I think it's just a thing the government have in placed into the community just to make people feel better about what they're trying to do, when really they haven't actually done anything at all.
Well, I totally disagree with police moving the teenagers about to different places. I think they should find activities for them, and they'll cause less disturbance to the public.
I mean, we used to hang around when we were teenagers, just the same, and never got into trouble. I think people see a crowd and think that automatically they're going to be trouble, and most of them are perfectly all right, you know.
They're more likely when they're out of the sight of adults and in shops and stuff, they're more likely to start messing around, breaking fences and doing stuff like that, which the council are trying to prevent, but they're probably causing it to be worse.
It would be better if there was activities to do, because it's not really fair if people are just walking down the street and they're not really doing anything wrong.
But some people are they're saying it's groups of 2, but some people most of the friends from here are all together, you know, so if we're coming out with friends, we'll come out with more than 2 people, and most of the things to do are in town, if you know what I mean.
Okay, well, good luck with the election. When is it?
On the 5th and then the 12th again.
5th and then the 12th. Good luck with that. Keep up.
Thanks for coming in.
Cheers, thank you.